Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eldridge Bell II here with another edition of Let It Rip. Today, I had to switch it up, had to go outside and do a video for you guys. So first off, let's talk about the Clippers and the Spurs series. Honestly, I got to give a lot of credit to the Clippers, because in years past, the Clippers, after they lost a game that they should have won, they usually lost the game, the succeeding game, and every game after that. So I got to give them credit for showing some resolve, showing some heart, and punching the Spurs back in their mouth and letting this be a real series tied up at 2-2. But I do feel the game 5, the game tonight, is more important for the Clippers, because the Spurs, they've been here before. They've been in game 7s. They've been in game 6s. They've been in game 5s. And I feel that they're more, historically, well, that is, that they're more comfortable being down in the series. I mean, they've been down in the series 0-2. They've been down in the series 3-2. And they still come back to win those series in the past. The Clippers, we don't have a real historical reference for them coming back from such a deficit. So I feel this game, in order for the Clippers to put a stranglehold on this series, I feel that they have to win this game 5. And not to mention, historically, not just for the Clippers and the Spurs, the majority of teams, can't give you an actual percentage, but the majority of teams who win game 5 usually win the series. So that is why it is extremely paramount for the Clippers to win this game, so they can have momentum and hopefully put the Spurs away. Not to mention, I'm a Lakers fan, so I love seeing the Spurs lose. But anyway, the keys for game 5 still remain as they were in game 4, 3, 2, and 1. For the Spurs, Tim Duncan still has to go to work. Kawhi Leonard, he has to assert himself offensively, and he has to be proficient on defense, which he is. His award admits that, or denotes that. Danny Green, he's got to show up. He is struggling this year. I mean, not this year, but this series. He's got to find a way to take off his tearaways and go to work. Tony Parker, honestly, it shows that he's not healthy. It really does. But hopefully somehow he can get some rejuvenation and put up a fight and actually get some points to the board. Who else do I want to talk about? As far as Manu Ginobili, he has to be more of an impact. He's got to show that he's not going to go down, lay down, and take this defeat. For the Clippers, same thing as in game 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Blake Griffin has to continue his dominance, because he's had a great series. Chris Paul, he has to continue to be magnificent. JJ Redick, who played very well in game 4, I thought, as opposed to his previous games where he was this kind of an afterthought. He's played well, but he has to continue to play well in the rest of this series in order for the Clippers to win. Jamal Crawford, he has to play with control and good shot selection, because I feel that that's one of his biggest flaws, is that he'll hit 2 shots and then all of a sudden he thinks he's Kevin Durant. He'll pull up 4 or 5 feet behind the arc, and he'll settle for just terrible shot selections. So he has to play controlled. Chris Paul. Who else I want to talk about? Oh, Matt Barnes. Yes, Matt Barnes has continued to get 10 to 12 points, excuse me. And he has continued being that grit for the team. Be great on defense. And DeAndre Jordan, he's got to make free throws. If the games are close, he's got to make his free throws. That is huge, because if they can employ the Hacker Jordan, then that might cost them the game. But if he can hit those free throws, then it cost him the pay, and then Greg Popovich can change his game plan, which is what you want. Because if you can just foul a guy and he miss all of his free throws, then you basically don't have to game plan, really. So those are my keys for the Clippers and the Spurs to win this crucial, pivotal game 5, excuse me. And we'll see how the game plays out. As always, leave your comments and suggestions, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen.